physical space, even again before the pandemic, anchor stores were losing their gravitas, and I was seeing a lot of developers turn the anchor stores into residential buildings, which A, generated revenue, and B, captured their audience. So, that how fabulous for a resident can just out the front door, straight into a coffee shop, go and do all their shopping, all their retailing, and it's only 2 minutes home, no carrying bags or anything like that. So that was becoming a trend anyway. But obviously now, since the vacancies that you mentioned, Sonia, it's like, what do you do with these stores? Well, they've become fulfillment centres. So we've probably all seen some either in a shopping centre, or supermarkets are hiving spaces off to become fulfillment centres. And it's difficult, isn't it? Because as a shopper, as a shopping mall, shopping centre developer, owner, manager, operator, you want to see footfall. You don't want to see dark glass, vacant stores, and they're not, and customers just walking past those can be quite frustrating. It'd be good to know, what you think, if you're having any feedback from your shopping centres. But that is the way you can start using this space. Those fulfillment centres are now becoming part of everyday life. I live in Kent in England, and a few miles from me, Amazon are building not just a fulfillment centre, but they're building the whole infrastructure around it. So they're affecting the community vastly. So that's what's happening with some of the physical spaces.
It's a big playoff, isn't it? Because landlords need to fill empty spaces. But certainly with something like a shopping mall, you need to curate the right balance of brands and services that will attract people as well. So you have this player going, I've got this huge empty space, I need to fill it. But then also you've got to think more long term in how do I make this desirable? A big Blacktop Amazon fulfillment center replacing the John Lewis that's closed is not always the ideal solution from a shopper experience point of view. But I do my weekly grocery shop, and I get really annoyed with all the staff elbowing me out of the way because they're fulfilling the online orders, and they've got to do them really quickly because they have a certain number of picks per hour to meet. So you become, even in the physical shop, a physical shopper can sometimes feel like a second-class citizen. So you can see this development. And the other angle that is quite interesting here is also the sustainable one. The desire to be able to locate fulfillment as close to the shoppers as possible is becoming a consideration. And we've seen how, there's a lot of conversations on LinkedIn about Amazon. There's talk about maybe Amazon would be better off buying something like a convenience retailer, like the Co-op, who have a corner store in every town, and the idea that these corner stores can become fulfillment for the online orders in that they're already there just around the corner. So you've got a lot of different considerations that are coming here, and these different priorities, like I need to fill the space and get money coming into, I need to develop a desirable space as well. So again, this is one of those interesting developments that has been accelerated because of the pandemic.
I think community space is just so important. So where we're seeing these stores become community centres and arts and leisure and galleries. So bringing all that creativity back into our lives has been something new as well, hasn't it?
Yes,
so it's within easier reach now for people to experience that, which is great, of course. So what is what we're saying? So what to all of this? Well, if we were going to come back, if you were our clients, this is what we would be saying to you, to really make sure that you get courageous and start to innovate. Maybe not invite goats onto any of your meetings, but introduce technology that's going to support what you need to do and how you reach your market, your customer, and engage the people that are working with you too, your partners, your employees, your tenants. So really investigate and play with all the technology that can support the experience you want to give. We want you to be flexible as you can be. And as we've both spoken about today, contracts, agreements, rents, how you buy, symbiotic retail, be as flexible as you can with every avenue to sale. I think that will really help you stand out from the crowd. It's becoming very competitive, and you've got to find that win-win for you to bring people in, and for the customer to make that effort to get to your location. So make sure that you create that for them. And change is a good thing. I know it frightens the heebie-jeebies out of most of us, but change is the way that you can innovate and really stand out and survive from pandemics. So it may be that you challenge yourselves. Don't wait for the next pandemic, the next crisis. Actually look at how you can chop up and change the way you do things going forward anyway. And as John Donahue, the CEO of Nike, said, retail isn't dead, boring retail is dead.